and minimize.
Building versus buying a PC. I'm Steve Redondo. I'm presenting two $1,500 computers to you. One is pre-built by the manufacturer, and the other one is built by you. Custom PC. The case is a Silverstone Tech SSI CEB KLs 04BW. The price is $120.
Hold on, I want to see all of them. Do you have pictures of each part? I said we have to have images of every single part. So you got to click on the $120,
Okay.
which I don't know if the links work. And okay, they do. Good. I want to see them all.
Okay.
So you should have had pictures in the PowerPoint so that we could have seen what it was. So you said it was 146.45. That's what you said it was.
Yeah.
I don't think that's what you said.
Whoa.
Not the other one. Go back down. Go back down.
Huh?
Go back down. The other one, right there you go.
$120.
So your price is off by $29. What you said. Yep.
I don't.
All right, just stay on the presentation.
Okay.
Okay, so that's the case. We'll go back to the case. Let's look at the case because that's obviously what got. Just click on it again, or go there. Okay. So let's look at the case. So we've got no half-height base, no small base for floppies or anything like that. We've got how many full-size bays in the front? Just asking you to count. How many big black squares are there on the front of the PC? 4. Okay, so we got 4 bays. Let's look at some of the pictures. I want to go ahead and hit the expanded. I want the blow up version. There we go. Let's go through your pictures. So that's the undercarriage. We've got a couple filters there. So we got this 4 on the front. We got a molded power button. Clear side screen. What am I looking at here?
That's
Is that the hard drive bay?
Yeah.
Do we have spot 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 hard drives can fit in there? Really?
Yeah.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah. No, I'm
That's
not.
not nearly enough. Being sarcastic.
This is the back.
So the back, is that the power supply? Or
That's the
case
power
fan?
supply. Oh, well, the case.
That's the case fan. Where's the power supply go?
Back down there.
Down there, and it is not included in your case.
No.
That's an expensive case for no power supply, just so you know. But it's your money how you wanted to spend. Let's see your other pictures, because I want to see what we're starting with.
Okay.
What frame is. You don't even know.
Yeah.
Next picture.
That's a thingy.
There's your front bays.
Those are my front bays. Yeah. That's the
Okay, so that hard drive thing all comes out as one big huge lever. Well, that's pretty cool. That's a neat case.
Yes.
Yeah, and then the other picture, now that we're blown out, see the top, the 4 bays, that's how they snap in. It doesn't look like you're off the donut. Just point to the big picture. Point to the big picture. Big picture. Right there. Those, some CD-ROMs just snap in, and that little piece that you were zoomed in was that thing that holds them in. Now it says micro ATX. Oh, it's saying it does ATX for micro ATX. Oh, that's a stupid thing to say. Because obviously it does ATX, so it's going to be micro ATX, right? Because it's saying it'll fit a biggie, so it'll fit the smallies too. Okay, let's close the picture. Let's go down to the description a little bit. Only 3 left in stock, but there's more on the way. Keep going down. I want the real description down here. There we go. Product dimensions, that right there, stop. See, some of this information went all on that slide. You should have had a slide with your case, with a picture of the case, with the details about the case. Okay? You could have had a bunch of those pictures cut and paste, because you're trying to sell us a PC with individual components. Making a list means nothing. We haven't seen it. Did you see it before this? No, I didn't see it before this. How are you going to sell us this? You can't sell us this on numbers. You have to sell it on pictures and descriptions. Go back to your presentation. Go to the next item. Up for bidding.
Okay. Well, okay. PSU is a Corsair CX series CX 750 watts.
Don't click on it. Don't click. How many SATA connectors does it have? SATA power connectors.
None?
Is it what? Didn't have any?
No.
Yeah.
Well,
How many, does it have a P120/24 or just a P124?
P120?
The motherboard connector, is it adaptable 20/24 or is it just a 24? And does it have PCIe power connectors for our video card? Do you understand why you want information on a separate slot?
Yeah.
Okay, because you got nothing. Because we don't know nothing about a CX750, other than 750 watt. That sounds like it's going to power your thing, but we wanted info. You gave us a list. But you got links, so let's go to your link for 8424. Let's tell us a little bit about it. You just go ahead and tell us about this. Wonderful. It is the right price.
Okay. It's up to 85% energy efficiency plus heat generation. Universal AC input from 90 to 264.
There we go. Now here's the stuff we really want.
And
keep going down. Product description. We want to know what kind of connectors it's got. You can't just buy something without knowing the connectors. Boom. There we go.
Okay.
So the 750 is on the right hand side. So it's got an ATX power connector. We don't know if it's a 20/24. We don't really care because it's going to be a 24 on your motherboard. It's got an APS connector. It's got 4 PCIe connectors. How many PCI Express video cards would this be able to handle?
4?
Baloney. It's only got 750 watts, but it can easily handle 2 because a lot of PCI Express video cards actually take 2 powers to them, not just 1. So if you had the right powers or the right motherboard and the right video cards, yes, theoretically, but there's no way the 750 is going to be able to push 4. But it can easily push 2. So how many SATA connectors do we have? And the answer is
8.
8. And how long is it going to last before it dies?
100,000 hours.
How many days is that? Interesting fact, you don't know. Kind of think this right here, that picture, or at least that right-hand side with the CX75, you could have done a screen capture, cropped it in, right? And put that on there, with the picture of there on there, and I would have had nothing to ask. You'd have been like, oh, look, it's right there. There's my info, okay? Don't do a PowerPoint without giving us the info.
Okay.
Back to the presentation. We'll visit this topic again.
Okay, the motherboard is an MSI 990 FXA GD65 as 52 gigatransfers per second. 5.2 gigatransfers per second.
All right.
That's the picture if you want more info.
Of course we want more info. So you did all your shopping at Amazon?
No.
That's okay. That's okay.
No.
Amazon's fine. There's nobody said you couldn't use Amazon. And just skip that. Go down to the details.
Okay.
We're not casual shoppers. We want to know the info. There is no more info. Never mind. Go back up. Okay. So this is a good example of buy at Amazon, get your info from MSI, right?
Yeah.
If we would have had a link to this, and because you had to have that, right? But you should have the information from MSI. Okay, so we've got most of it. Northbridge, Southbridge, memory. It's got that on there. DDR3 if it's overclocked. 2100 if not. 1866. Awesome. Up to 32 gig of RAM. Slots 2 PCI Express by 16. One runs that by 8. Why did you say 2 by 16? 4 PCI Express 2.0 X1 slots. 1 3.35 volt PCI slot. 6 SATA 3s. There's RAID 0, 1, 5, and 10. What is RAID 0?
It's
From chapter 5. Okay, so how many ports we got? We got 12 USB 2.0. Good golly, Miss Molly. But only 2 3.0, which is fine. We've got 1 PS2 mouse keyboard combo port. And a 24-pin ATX power connector. Plus, we need an 8-pin power connector. Did your other one have an 8-pin power connector?
No. Yeah? Yeah.
I don't know!
No.
That's stuff you should. Okay, the 8-pin is common for an AMD motherboard. Is this an AMD motherboard? Yes,
Yeah.
it is. Okay, so the 8-pin is common for an AMD motherboard. A 4-pin is more common for Intel motherboard. Most good power supplies adapt. Okay, so your link's good. Again, you're trying to convince us something. this kind of information, I would have captured the screen from MSI or a linked MSI on this. But it looks like a dandy motherboard. It's an AM 3 Plus, and it takes the Phenom 2, X8, X6, X4, X3, X2, and the Athlon. Let's make sure we choose one of those.
Okay. Okay, and CPU is an AMD FX 8320. It's 3.5 gigahertz. It's AM3 Plus. The L2 cache is 4x2 megabytes, and the L3 cache is 8 megabytes. And more info. What?
Okay, so this is an AMD FX processor. Does it say anything about Athlon or Phenom on that slide?
No.
No, and come back over there. Stop looking.
What?
Go back over there. Okay, now go down to the specifications. Right there. Back up.
Up.
Specifications tab. Right there. Okay, so it is an FX series. It's not an Athlon series. It's not a Phenom series. It is the newer FX series. So even though they're both the same socket, although this is the 3 Plus, not the 3, there is a very good chance this will not work. The motherboard gets lucky. Now, it could be that because we didn't actually go to MSI site when MSI motherboard, that maybe it does take it. We don't know. From the Amazon site, I'll tell you it does not work. Let's go back to your motherboard just to see if maybe we missed it saying FX on there. Okay. And it's the CPUs. It is a 3 Plus, but it specifically lists the Phenom 2 and the Athlon 2 and the Sempron. That doesn't mean it won't work. But based on this description, it's not. Okay? Because, Amazon isn't a computer company. Okay? So, and sellers get to put their own stuff up. This is not from Amazon. This is from PC Parts Depot. Have they updated this with this current BIOS version? Because theoretically, it could just be a BIOS update that makes it work for the FX. So, we're not saying it doesn't work, especially considering the name of the thing is the 990 FX. Who knows? But right now, from the information you've presented us, sir, we have parts of no PC. Okay, so that's the kind of thing you want to make sure. That's what we're learning in this course, right? Make sure things work together. Because how much would it really stink if your mom gave you $1,500, Steve, and you went and spent $1,500, and then you go, Mom, something's not working, and we'll turn off. Because it would fit in, right? That's going to fit in that socket. They're both AMD AM3 Pluses, right? You're going to get it. You're going to go right in there, and it's going to close. You're going to put it all together, and it's going to blue screen, blue screen, blue screen, blue screen, blue screen. Every time it comes off, and you're going to go, I don't know, that must be a bad part. And where's the bad part?
CPU. Oh, nothing.
Your CPU. Your CPU, because you bought the wrong one. Maybe. You'd have to look at the MSI. So let's look at the MSI. Let's scroll up. Let's grab the name of that, the 990 FX. Yeah, right there. That's good. Copy that. Let's go up top. Let's paste that in there. Let's see if, yep, right there. Yeah. Is that the same one? Is that the same one? Is it the GB65 you're looking at?
Yep.
Okay, just make sure. Okay, so let's see. Specifications. Go to specifications. And it does take the FX. Woo! Holy moly! Go to the advanced specifications, detailed specifications. Nope, right there, right there. Yeah, that, right there, right there, click right there. We'll get more info now. We know the CPU. Looky there, it takes the FX and the Phenom and the Athlon. Whoa, Mom, saved myself. What does that mean? It means it's changed, right? That's the one thing that AMD has done is they've kept the sockets so they physically fit, so that if you're a motherboard manufacturer and they're like, oh no, I want mine to work with the FX, it may only require a BIOS update to make it work. So if you got yours and it didn't work, what are you going to do?
Take BIOS?
You're hosed and you can't update the BIOS without the CPU working.
Oh.
So you better hope the BIOS is already updated. So that's the thing. You need to make sure it says it on the box that you get. Because if you got an old version of this one that wasn't updated, it's not like you can put in a CPU that doesn't work and update the BIOS. That PC's never going to start. Okay, go back to your presentation. Thank you, Steve, for finding that out for us that it does work. Excellent.
Okay, memory is a Corsair Vengeance LP Blue 16. It's 2x8 gigabytes, DDR3, 1600 megahertz.
Is that the fastest that we fit in our motherboard?
When we look back.
Ah!
No,
This is your motherboard, not my motherboard. I already know it takes 1833 without being overclocked and 2133 if it is overclocked. The answer is no. Why did you buy this one? Well, I can afford. That's fine if it's all you can afford. My point is you should know the answer to that. This is your presentation, not mine.
okay.
Okay, so is that why? Or did you not notice
Yeah.
that you could take 1866?
Yeah. Filled space.
Okay,
Sir.
we don't need to click on this one. We'll move ahead and we'll talk about memory when we get to our next person's presentation.
Okay, the hard drive is a Western Digital Caviar Blue, 500 gigabytes, SATA 6.0 gigabits per second, and 7,200 RPM.
How much cache does it have? Okay, let's click on it, because that's important. You told us it does 6 gigabits per second, but in 7200, that doesn't tell me everything I need to know about this one. The cache that it has, that's why we need a separate card on all these.
16 megabytes.
16 meg. So, is that good or bad?
Good. Bad?
64 meg is the current fast, good
Oh.
standard. You are 4 times slower than the current 2 thumbs up. That doesn't mean it's a bad drive. It means I'm not going to do a whole lot of gaming on this one without seeing possibly a reduction in speed. It's not terrible. That's what they all used to be, but now 64 meg is pretty much standard for a good drive. But you only paid $54.99 for it.
Video card is an MSI Radeon HD 7770 or 7770 PMD1 GD5 1 gigabyte GDDR5.
And what spot was this video card in the Passbox ranking? What number? How many points did it get from the Passbox ranking?
You know, I forget, like...
That is the kind of thing you need to know. How are you going to compare this one with the other one? If I want to know whether I can game with this, do I know?
No.
Give me the info. You had 2 whole classes to work on this. Click on the price. Let's look at the price at least and see what kind of information we can get from our slide that we're presenting. Ah, it's a Tiger Direct. Ooh, it's pretty. It's an R7770. Let's see what. Yeah, there we go. Slide it down. Max monitors, 3 connectors, 1 HDMI, 1 DisplayPort, 1 DVI. How many analog connections does this one support?
None?
Correct answer, none. There are no analog connections listed there. Okay. It looks decent. Does it support keep going down? Go back up. Go back up. I'm looking. Keep going back up to the top. So it does not support DirectX 12.
No. DirectX 11.
Why not?
Because DirectX 12 isn't out yet.
That's right. That's the right answer. Yes, sir. It has not been released yet, but they are working on DirectX 12. I lost my pen there. Excitement. Go to pass marks. I want to see where it is. I need to know. Is it on a slide you've got prepared for us later? Because it should be. If not, copy the name of that, or we just know it's the Radeon HD 7770. Go to pass marks. Get a new slide. New slide. New slide. You're not going to find that. New slide. New slide. Wait, what do you do? New tab.
New tab. Oh.
New tab. Go up top. Hit the plus. Type pass mark.
Whoa.
Gotta get the bolt there. That's fine. That'll work. We do benchmark high-end GPUs. Is fine. Go there. That'll work. Okay, so Control F. 7770. What am I doing? Control F. 7770. 7.
It's at the bottom.
7. 0. No, there's 3 sevens.
Ah.
Okay, so there we got a score of 2155. Okay, that's a number that you should know. It's a number you should know. Now, it's a good price. Where are we spending our money? We're spending on a really cool looking case that's got a little dysfunctional stuff inside. But that's okay. That's what you want to spend your money on. You know, you spent what, $70 more on your pretty case. It's a cool case. I'm not going to complain about the case. It's a cool case. Than you did about the video card, which is invariably the most important point of our gaming system if you're trying to build a gaming system. So now we know what our benchmark is when we compare it to the other one. Please continue with the presentation.
Okay. The network card is integrated. It supports 10, 100, and 1000 megabits per second. The sound card is integrated. The optical drive is an Asus 24X DVD.
What channel sound is it?
7 point. No. Oh, the sound card?
Yeah. How many channels does it support? Am I going to do surround sound with this, or is it just basic 3 channel? Okay. Continue on.
Okay.
Operating system will be Linux. Okay.
Yes.
So it's not really a gaming PC. This is a high performance business PC. Okay.
Yeah.
Not they can't do any games. In case somebody watches this, it's a Linux.
Just
big
not
one.
many companies support.
Just
Linux.
not all the mainline ones. I'm not going to get Skyrim playing.
Okay. And the
Oh, he
monitor.
spent $139 on speakers, but he bought a crappy GPU? And $79 for a keyboard? You're looking to spend money. Okay, so go ahead. Continue.
Okay.
Nice LG monitor. Go back.
Oh,
Nice LG monitor for $179. Logitech surround sound speaker system. Is that what that is? $139. Do I get surround sound? Yes?
yeah.
Okay. And I got a Poseidon Z. I gotta click on that. I gotta see the $79 keyboard.
You bought a $79 mouse too.
That is awesome. Now we bought a gaming keyboard to go in a non-gaming video. Okay, just check it. Thank you, Mr. Redondo.
Okay.
And a $79 mouse. I'm not saying you can't do that, but you got a cool gaming mouse, you got a cool gaming keyboard, you got a cool gaming case, and you bought a lame-o video card. Okay.
Okay. And its total is $1,509.14.
So you are within $9 of your target price. Okay, let's see what else we got.
Okay, the pre-built PC is an Asus G10 AC US 009S.
Are we gonna hit $1,500? Why are we? Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Do
Well-
you have a whole spec slide for us, or just?
Oh, well,
Okay. Here we go. This one's got
CPU.
an i7.
It's an Intel i7 477 and 4770 LGA 1150 3.40 gigahertz L3 cache is 8 megabytes. The memory is 32 gigabytes DDR3 PC3 12,800 1600 megahertz. The video card is an NVIDIA
To
GeForce.
Passmark. We want our comparison.
yeah.
We have GTX 760. Just go down there to the
Pretty
other.
sure that one's better.
No,
Oh,
right, no,
whoops.
right.
I remember correctly, that one's
Passmark. Yeah, no, Passmark.
right
Tab
beside
right
it.
next to it.
Go up.
Yep, right.
All right.
Okay, so there we go. 760.
No,
Not that one.
Click in it.
Okay, no, go previous. Get the previous.
Previous.
So not next, previous. We're going up.
That's
Keep
770
going up.
there.
That's the TI. Go
There it is.
Up. GTX
Right.
760 has a score of 5,003. Holy moly! For those not listening previously to the recording, the other video card had a 2155. This one has a 5,003. Over twice the performance from this video card. Okay.
Okay, the hard drive is 1 terabyte.
Now, if I go to your link for your price, will I see more about the hard drive or on this? Well, like,
yeah.
how do I know? I mean, I know that you put what you thought you needed on there. How do I know what the cache is on that? I mean, it sounds good. Basic same parameters. This is a terabyte versus a 500 gig. Same SATA, same RPM. Cache will make the difference on performance on these two. So if this has a 16 mega cache, it's going to perform the same. It's just twice as big. But if it has 64 mega cache, theoretically this one. So if I went back and clicked on the link, usually you can't get to it unless you did a screen capture as I suggested. Well, we do. So let's go down. This is a pre-built from Amazon? No, that was new. Okay. Let's see. Hard drive. That's all it says. Nothing else. That's okay. Let's go up top. Up top. Maybe the overview had more. No. Go over here to overview. Go down here. Maybe it's got a little more, or it's just a big white space. Okay, let's go back to our thing.
Okay.
That's upsetting from doing.
Okay, network card integrated, 10, 100, and 1000 megabits per second. Sound card is integrated. The operating system is Windows 8. Power supply has 500
Is
watts.
that gonna work? Did you try the power? You should. This is one right here. I would not buy without either A, going to the watt calculator and actually putting in what the system required, or B, planning on buying a new power supply. One of those two. 500 watts with that high-end video card with 4 sticks of RAM. It may be fine, but I'll bet you it comes up at right close to 450. It's gonna. Don't add anything to this computer. That's all I'm saying.
Okay.
I want to look at the case again. I mean,
Oh,
I don't like those cases with doors in the front. That's just personal opinion. So I can't see anything about this case, how many bays there are. We don't get an inside picture. We don't know nothing on this case. It's just, it says ASUS. Okay. I'm not saying that it's a bad computer.
okay, and the monitor is a Samsung SD300 S20 D300H. The price is $119.96.
Is that, click on that, is that a 20-inch display or a 30-inch display? The other one was 24 inches.
20 inch.
It is 20 inch. Okay, hold on. What's our refresh rate? 5 seconds. What was the other one? Yeah. That makes a difference on gaming, whether you get blur or not.
Yeah, I don't know.
I'm just curious. It's a good price for a 20-inch screen.
Okay.
Click.
Okay. Speakers.
Okay, go on.
Logitech
I got that.
X440.
$29 Logitech speakers, keyboard, and mouse.
Okay. Build or buy. Okay. The case for the custom one is a Silverstone Tech SSI CB KL 04B W Silverstone Tech SSI CB. No, repeat it. But and the case for the pre-built one is a standard ASUS G10 case. The operating system is Linux for the custom one, and the operating system for the pre-built one is Windows 8. And
you said Linux, but Linux, there are many different versions of Linux. Have you picked what version of Linux is going to go on this one?
Linux.
That's like saying Windows.
any version.
So you haven't done that research. You don't know
Well,
which version. You're not like, I love SUSE. I'm a SUSE person. Ubuntu.
Yeah.
Ubuntu.
Ubuntu.
Which version do you like? Do you like 13 versions, 12.04 version?
13 version. That's more
1310
than
or
me.
1304?
1304.
Okay, good. It's 1310. That's what I wish.
Okay.
There'll be out soon.
Okay. So.
Sound card, none, integrated. Okay, then it would just be integrated.
Okay.
There's no none. Sound card integrated. Memory.
Okay.
Okay.
And then hard drive.
We don't know who makes the hard drive on the one. It's just 1 terabyte hard drive.
No, it doesn't show.
At least with that one, they hope it will.
I think, well, I really would have thought Newegg would have given more. Because what happens if it's a white label? You get it, you open it up, and it's a reefer. Hard drive.
What?
I mean, that's what a white label is, a refurbished.
Almost made new.
I mean, somebody
okay.
turned it in because it didn't work, and they slapped a new label on it and gave it to you. No warranty. That just makes me nervous not knowing what it is.
Okay, and the graphics card, the one for the pre-built one is faster by. What?
Nothing. You weren't talking. If you were, we would have been louder.
Okay, the graphics card for the pre-built one is way faster than the one for the one that you build
Did you
yourself.
know that before today?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And the optical drives, the pre-built one has a Blu-ray burner, so like you can watch Blu-ray. You can use Blu-ray discs and keyboard and mouse. I'm pretty sure the one for the one that you build yourself is better than the standard keyboard and mouse, and they have the same networking.
Okay.
So. Build or buy the pre-built PC because it has more RAM, uses Windows 8 for gaming, a 1 terabyte drive, and its graphics card is faster too.
The W should be capitalized. It's just,
Oh.
and so should the P and the C because it's personal.
Yeah, it's a screenshot.
I agree with your suggestion. Now, on which one to buy, I agree with your suggestion. And I guess the question that begs to be asked is, do you think if you had spent your money different, you could have built a better one? Do you really feel like you couldn't build as good a one as
I think I could build a better one, probably.
the
That was
correct
the
answer
wrong
was,
answer. I think
I couldn't build a better one. That's why I got the
I think
components
I
that
could
big.
probably build.
I just chose
You
junk,
spent
and my name is
$500
Steve Redondo.
on
Okay,
that.
hit stop on the recording there, Steve. And his
Steve.
name's not really Steve. I'm not using real students' names.
No.